So, like I said in my previous video with Kratos, could Kratos take on the Chaos Gods? Check out that video; it's the previous one. I kind of touched on the possibility of Vashtorr becoming the fifth Chaos God. Now, that's kind of happening right now, if he will or will not ascend to to full godhood in the current story arc with in Warhammer. So for a little backup, Vashtorr, for those who don't know, Vashtorr is a demigod in the realm of chaos who has basically been like he's been like an arms dealer to the other gods and kind of playing his own little Game of Thrones to ascend to godhood, to full godhood, to become the fifth chaos god. Currently, he is about to do that. He is about to reach ascendancy, but the thing is like Rabute is on his tail. Lion is after him. The Thousand Sons, as well as Magnus, have Magnus and the Thousand Sons have basically are going after Vashtorr because Zenith was literally like, "Hey, Magnus, go get him, go get him," because the four Chaos Gods are already doing the whole great game thing. They don't need a fifth player to suddenly just show up in the middle of it. Now Vashtorr has been kind of on the sidelines for a bit and has been in the shadows, kind of wanting to ascend to, and that's been his whole goal is to become the fifth Chaos God. So the question I'm going to ask here, this video is basically, should Vashtorr become the fifth Chaos God? That's the big question of the hour we have. So what do I think? Do I think Vashtorr should become the fifth Chaos God? Absolutely. I think here's for a couple reasons. For a couple reasons why I think Vashtorr should be the fifth Chaos God is because I fully believe we've been a lot of Warhammer fans have been wanting a new Chaos God, and Vashtorr really kind of would fill that role. Because we have the four, and they've been around since the series started, so I think it would kind of change up things to have Vashtorr as the fifth Chaos God. The other thing is that he represents something that the other gods don't. And that is basically, he represents machines. He would be like the god of machines. So, and we don't really have, yes, we have gods of Zenith represents imagination and thinking outside the box and all that. I know that's not exactly, I'm just kind of paraphrasing is what I'm saying. So Vashtorr, I think, would be really cool to have as a actual god for the Iron Warriors, not the Iron Warriors. God damn, what's their name? No, it was the Iron, and basically have them as a god for the Dark Mechanicus. I think that would be really cool if we could actually have a god that could actually be a threat to the Imperium in the same way as Slaanesh is a direct threat to the Eldar. Vashtorr would represent a direct threat to basically the Adeptus Mechanicus, and by and large, the Imperium, because without the Mechanicus, the Imperium gets crippled big time. So to have Vashtorr as the new god of machines and whatnot would be really cool. I think that, and I feel you would have to do something like that, kind of change up everything. Vashtorr would be a kind of would breathe new life, I think, into the chaos. Now, I don't play the game. I think I've said this before, where it's I don't personally play the game. I just follow the lore. But I think it would. I think it would also, if you were a player of the actual tabletop game, I think it would be a kind of a cool step in the right direction to, breathe new life into any new Chaos players. If you wanted to have a new, Chaos Legion, or, Chaos, a new fucking, some new stuff for the Chaos Gods, bringing in a totally new Chaos God itself would be kind of the right direction to go, honestly. And I think it would be stupid to not have a fifth Chaos God, because that's what we've all kind of wanted, really. We've wanted a new addition to the Chaos God pantheon for the longest time, since we can't use Malice for legal reasons, apparently. So we can't use Malice, or as he's also known as Malala. So Vashtorr kind of fills that void of being the fifth Chaos God that we've kind of wanted for so long. Now, here's the problem. is that here's the thing, is that Games Workshop is notorious for, like, keeping everything status quo. Even if they bring in a new thing, they drag their heels on making that new thing part of the lore. Like, they are notorious for, like, you know, keeping things kind of stagnating on lore itself. And when they bring in new things, they either forget about it or retcon it out again. Don't get me started on, all I'm going to say on female custodies is that I personally think it's alright, but I just want them to do something with it. You know what I mean? I'm cool with female Adeptus Custodes. I'm cool with female Custodes. I just want them to do something with it. It's the same thing of, like, when I talked about in my comic review of Moon Knight City of the Dead, where I was basically like, cool, you brought in the MCU version of Scarlet Scarab. I hope you do something with it other than just have her in this miniseries and do jack shit after that. That's my thing. If you're gonna do something with it, if you're gonna bring this thing in or make this massive change, do something of importance with it. You know? But that's what I mean, is, like, do something rather than just be, here it is, and there it goes. That's my thoughts on it, is that while I'm pretty cool with female Custodes, I just want them to do something cool with it, you know? Anyway, getting back to... And it kind of plays into, like, with Vashtorr. I really hope that we... because, again, I want them to not only make Vashtorr the 5th Chaos God, I want him to have meaning if you do. I don't want you to just kill him all, like, when he's just about to ascend to godhood, and then kill him, and then status quo change. Like, I want some legit status quo change. Like, the only real major status quo changes we've had in the lore is that Lion's back, and it took forever to do anything with Lion. And we do know Lion and... what I imagine what's going to happen in this storyline is that Lion and Rabute are actually going to meet again. Yeah, Lion, in Lion, Son of the Forest, Dante and the Blood Angels told him, oh yeah, you're the second Primarch we've met. And he's like, second? And they're like, yeah, Gilliman is still alive. He's leading the Imperium. And he's like, I'm not alone. Holy shit. I gotta go find him. So, and Vashtorr did fuck up Lion already, so I would imagine, if anything, you know, Rabute and Lion are gonna finally meet each other again. Which is good, because we need some more, like, you know, loyalist Primarchs to kind of counterbalance stuff with all the traitor Primarchs. But yeah. And we also know that the Silent King is after Vashtorr, too, because he knows Vashtorr is a threat to the Necrons' way of life, too. And Emotech is going to be there, too. If not Vashtorr becoming a god, I kind of want this whole thing between the Silent King and Emotech to come to an end. This whole civil war they've been having. Either have at the end of Emotech or the end of the Silent King. I really want, like, a big, holy shit, you know, big this makes waves changes in Games Workshop, because, again, I've kind of noticed as I learn more about the lore of Warhammer is that it really just tries to stay run in place, and any new changes they have either gets forgotten or changed out immediately, or they just drag their heels on the development of this one plot thread. That's what I've kind of noticed. So you got to do something to to make people go, holy shit, that was a big change. Either make Vashtorr the 5th Chaos God, or fucking kill the Silent King or Emotech in that fight, in a bout, or, you know, at the bare fucking minimum, have Lion and Rabute reunited. But personally, I'm kind of on the whole line of, yeah, make Vashtorr the 5th Chaos God, so we can do some, we can update some Chaos stuff. Anyway. So you got, also, like, again, and I didn't talk about much about this, I should have mentioned, is that, yeah, Vashtorr would be not just a problem for the Mechanicus, but also he's going to be a problem for the Necrons. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool to have the Necrons now deal with their own Chaos God as well, since a lot of the other 4 forces of Chaos can't really do shit to the Necrons, so it'd be kind of cool to have at least one Chaos God who's like, yeah, I can get at you now. So there you go. Anyway. So you guys tell me in the comments below, do you think Vashtorr should become the 5th Chaos God or not? And also, with this new story arc coming out, do you want him to ascend to godhood, ascend to godhood, or die, or Do you want like like some big change in this story arc? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.